The Last Lesson by Alphonse Daudet. A deeply moving story about language, loss, and late realization. The story is set in Alsace and Lorraine, regions of France. After the Franco-Prussian War, these regions were taken over by Prussia. The new rulers ordered that German must replace French in schools. Because of this political decision, one ordinary school day becomes a deeply emotional last French lesson. The story is narrated by a young boy named Franz. One morning, Franz is running late for school and feels nervous. Why? Because he has not prepared his lesson on participles, and he is afraid that his teacher, M. Hamel, will question him. Participles are verb forms used as adjectives like running water. After a moment, Franz even thinks of skipping school and enjoying the pleasant weather outside. But finally, he decides to go to school. On his way, Franz notices a crowd gathered around the bulletin board near the town hall. This board usually carried important and often bad news from Berlin. Though curious, Franz does not stop and continues to school. When Franz enters the classroom, he is surprised. Usually, the classroom is full of noise and activity, but today, it is unusually quiet, almost like a Sunday morning. This sudden calm creates the first emotional shift in the story. Then comes the shocking news. M. Hamel announces that an order has come from Berlin. Only German will now be taught in Alsace and Lorraine. Today is their last French lesson. This news deeply affects Franz. Suddenly, the lesson he had neglected becomes extremely valuable to him. For the first time, Franz feels genuine regret. He realizes he had wasted his time. He had avoided learning French. He never truly valued his language. Now when French is being taken away, he understands its importance. This marks Franz's emotional transformation, which is very important for board answers. Franz also notices that the back benches are occupied by village elders. Old Hauser, the former mayor, the postmaster. They have come to attend the last lesson as a mark of respect for their language and their teacher. Their presence makes the atmosphere even more solemn. M. Hamel is dressed in his special green coat, frilled shirt and black silk cap, clothes he usually wore only on inspection days. Today, his tone is gentle and deeply emotional. He speaks about the importance of one's mother tongue. He says French is the clearest and most beautiful language, and people must guard it carefully and never forget it. At this point, the chapter connects to an important idea: linguistic chauvinism. Linguistic chauvinism means an excessive pride in one's own language and the belief that it is superior to others. In the story, the imposition of German over French shows how language can become a tool of political control. At the same time, M. Hamel's deep love for French shows how strongly language is tied to identity and freedom. The lesson continues quietly. Then the church clock strikes 12. The sound of Prussian soldiers marching is heard outside. M. Hamel becomes overwhelmed with emotion. He tries to speak but cannot. Finally, he turns to the blackboard and writes in large letters, Vive la France! Long live France! Then he signals the class to leave. The last lesson is over. Sometimes we realize the value of something only when it is about to be taken away. The last lesson reminds us that language is not just a subject. It is identity, memory, and freedom. Read slowly, think deeply. This is Quiet Recall.